Lay down on the mat, knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and roll the outward. Roll the arms outward. Keep the shoulder blades as much as you can flat onto the ground. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders and the chin gently toward the base of the throat to lengthen your cervical spine. Close your eyes and allow your body to soften, to let go. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and then listen deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax the throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the wall abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and observe every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chin, chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer? Observe the small moments between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. The moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there to observe. Is one of the 2 poses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open, even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long and deep breath. But keep it easy, keep it soft. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Keep a long but easy breath. Observe the muscles of your rib cage activating toward the end of the inhalation in order to allow more expansion of a rib cage. Observe the same muscles activating toward the end of the exhalation in order to push the air out. Become aware of every small movement of your body. And with every breath, Try and expand and contract your rib cage a little bit deeper. So take the control of those muscles. To expand a little bit more when you inhale and contract a little bit more when you exhale. Keep a long but easy breath. Keep your attention on those muscles more and more. Try and feel more and more of those muscles. Now still keeping this deep breath, still activating the muscles between your ribs. Inhale deeply. Keep the rib cage open. So activate those muscles, keep those muscles active, and start the exhalation from the belly. So at the beginning, you will have the belly becoming more compact, but the chest still expanded. When you reach a maximum, allow also the chest to become more compact. And again, inhale, expand the chest, take the control of those muscles. Exhale first on the belly. And when you can no longer exhale, allow the rib cage to become more compact. Play with your body. Understand your body. Inhale, expand your rib cage. Keep the rib cage expanded while you start exhaling from the belly. And then exhale, also with the rib cage. Keep on using this technique. Become more and more conscious of the activity of the muscles of your rib cage. 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to a normal breath, but still kind of deep. So even now, keep on feeling the rib cage expanding with every inhalation. Still keeping this technique. Try and observe if you feel any difference between right and left side of your chest. Observe if maybe there's one side that you can feel a little bit more tense, a little bit harder to expand. Just become aware. And if you feel this difference, try and play with it. So start inhaling, focusing on the side where you can feel more tension, where you can feel harder to expand. Try and move more the side that you can feel a little bit more limited, to give this part a bit more freedom. If it's a little bit too hard for you in this moment, just focus on, again, on expanding your rib cage using the muscles between the ribs, and then contracting the rib cage using the same muscles. 3 more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. And just stay there, witnessing all the feelings, the emotion that may rise up. Gently bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment. Push with your left hand and sit up in a cross-legged position. Put your hands in front of the knees. If you feel more comfortable, you can also sit over a bolster or a pillow or a block. Hands in front of the knees. And really gently, just to wake up your body, tilt your head forward and arch your spine really gently without pushing. Exhale, tilt your head backward and round your spine. Inhale, tilt your head forward, arch your spine gently. Exhale, round your spine. Do it at your own pace. Create a fluid movement. Easy and soft movement. And now create circles with your hips along the spine. Allowing the old spine to move really gently. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Turn first on one side, and then on the other side. Lift them, shoulder blades down, twist to the right, put your left hand outside of your right knee, right hand down on the ground behind your buttocks. And even there, really gently, turn And look behind your right shoulder. Breathe deeply. Even there, try and feel the expansion of the rib cage. And come back to center. Twist to the left, put your right hand inside of your left knee, left hand down on the ground, lift the sternum, shoulders down and twist. Look behind your left shoulder. And back to center. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward. Put your left hand down on the ground, really close to the legs, but down on the ground. Push with your left hand down on the ground and move the left shoulder to the right, kind of aligning the hand and the shoulder. Move your right shoulder back and to the left. Roll your right arm outward, keep it parallel to the ground. Push your thumb to the left and look behind you. 3 breaths. And back to center. Right hand down on the ground. Move the right shoulder to the left, left shoulder to the right. Roll your left arm outward, palm of the hand facing the sky, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Push your left thumb to the right. 3 breaths. And back to center. Hands in front of the knees again and again. Create circles with your hips and the spine. Waking up your spine, vertebra by vertebra. Stretching your legs for Dandasana. Roll your thighs inward. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Put your arms in cactus pose. So with your elbows in line with the shoulders and the forearm parallel to each other. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and twist to the right. 3 breaths. Turn also your head. And now turn to the left. Turn also your head. 3 breaths. And back to center. Put your hands down on the ground, roll your arms outward, and put your hands just touching on the tip of your fingers, but with your fingers pointing back. Flex your feet, push your heels forward and toes toward you. Tilt your head forward, push your chest forward, lift gently, just a tiny bit, your chin, and imagine that you're stretching the whole spine up to the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, without changing the position of your chest, lift your arms up to the sky. And now, twist to the right. Move your left hand forward, right hand back, roughly at 45 degrees. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Turn your head to look at your right hand. Lift your arms and twist to the left. So twist. Lower your right arm forward and left arm back, roughly at 45 degrees. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Look at your left hand. Back to center. Lower your arms. Bend your knees. Widen your feet, roughly as wide as the mat. Flex your feet and grab the outer side of your feet. Push your chest forward. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep this movement. At the end of the 3rd breath, tilt your hip backward, round your spine. Allow the head to drop down toward the chest. And push gently the shoulder blades back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, relax. In this position, slide the left foot under the right leg and walk back with your left foot in order to have the left heel close to the right buttock. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, put your right foot just outside of your sorry, my dog just didn't sew the cat. Okay. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, put your right foot just next to the left knee. From this position, grab the knee with both hands, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, push your chest forward, but shoulders and head back. 3 breaths. And relax. Twist to the right. Put your right hand down on the ground behind your buttocks. Straighten your left arm. Lower your left arm and push the arm against the right shoulder and the right knee. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down and look behind you. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center. And change side. Slide the left foot under the right knee. Walk back with your right foot to have the heel close to the left buttock. Put your left foot just outside of your right knee. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, grab with both hands your left knee. Push your chest forward, but shoulders and head gently back. 3 breaths. And relax. Twist to the left. Put your left hand down on the ground behind your buttocks. Straighten your right arm. Lower the right arm and start pushing with your right arm against the left knee. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down and twist. Look behind you, 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Bring both knees close to each other. Walk back with your feet. Grab your knees and find a balance. Round your spine and allow your head to drop down toward the chest. Close your eyes and stay there. breathe deeply and observe that when you breathe deeply, your body starts moving, that your breath has a direct impact on your stability. So use your breath to play with it. Slowly lift your head. Grab with your left arm the right leg. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Roll your right arm outward and push the hand back into the left. Still keeping the balance. But it's not super easy, I know. If it's doable, I cannot say easy, but if it's doable, look also behind your back. 3 breaths. Lift the sternum. And back to center. Change side. So grab with your right hand the left leg. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Still keeping the balance. Twist. Straighten your left arm and push the thumb to the left, to the right. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Stay there. Back to center. Put your feet down in Baddha Konasana. Keep your knees roughly at 90 degrees. Tilt your hip forward, round your spine, and stay there. Focus again on your breath. Observe the air entering your body through the nostrils and flowing out a little bit warmer. Just stay there. Surrender. Now, from this position, slide your left arm under your right leg and grab with your left hand the right knee from under the leg. Now, lift the sternum, move the right shoulder up, roll the right arm up, and move it to the left. 3 breaths. The end of the 3rd breath, roll your right arm inward, bend the elbow, and slide the back of your right hand toward the left hip. Look up if you can, 3 breaths. And come back up. It's a weird twist, I know. Tilt your head forward, around your spine. Slide the right hand under the left leg and grab your left knee. Lift the sternum just a tiny bit and start moving the left shoulder up and to the right. Lift your left arm and move it to the right. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, bend the left elbow, roll it inward, and slide the back of your left hand toward the right hip. Use the two hands to help twisting a little bit deeper. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come back up. Create circles with your hips and on the spine, first on one side, and then on the other side. Cross your legs, lean forward, and enter tabletop position. Create circles with your hips along the spine. First one on side, and then on the other side. Widen your knees, widen your feet. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, tuck your toes under, inhale. And with exhalation, enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. So lift your buttocks, move the buttocks back, and push the chest toward the toes. Stay there. Just normal Adho Mukha Svanasana. At the end of the third breath, go back in a tabletop position. Inhale. With exhalation, enter Adho Mukha Svanasana again. But once that you enter the Adho Mukha Svanasana, lean on the right hand and grab with your left hand the right leg, whatever is comfortable for you. Use the two hands to twist a little bit deeper your torso. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, change side. So left hand down on the ground, lean on the left hand and grab with your right hand the left leg, whatever is comfortable for you. Use the two hands to go a little bit deeper in this torsion. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, down on full leg position again. Okay. Ruth, how's your knees? Okay. Yeah, the right one. Okay, now we're gonna do something different. Now, keep the 2 knees together. Lift the right leg up, keeping the right knee at 90 degrees. Now, roll the right leg outward, so the right foot is pointing to the left, and push it back. Stay there. Back to the starting position. We're going to do it to the other side. So lean on the right leg. Lift the left leg, left knee bent at 90 degrees roughly. Now, roll the left leg outward, so the left foot is pointing straight to the right. And move the foot to the right a little bit more. 3 breaths. And back to center. Walk forward with both hands. Create circles with your hips along the spine. First on one side, and then on the other side. Now, activate your abdominal muscles. So, push the belly toward the spine and observe that this movement will straighten your lumbar spine. Now, lean on the right hand, slide the left arm under the right hand, the right arm, and move the left hand to the right and forward till you reach the ground with your left shoulder. Now lift your right arm up, move the right shoulder up and to the left. 3 breaths. Keep your buttocks as much as you can right over the knees to allow the neck to not have tension, particular tension on the cervical spine. Back to the starting position, put your right hand down, push. And now on the other side, so slide the right arm under the left one. Move the right hand up and to the left till you reach the ground with your right shoulder. There. Start moving the left shoulder up and to the right. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Widen your feet for Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Through the exhalation, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And now, walk back with your hands. Keep the legs straight. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Put your left hand outside of your right leg. Lift the right arm up. Push with your left hand against the right leg and observe how the left shoulder will move to the right. Move the right shoulder to the left, and the right arm to the left. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down a little bit more. Okay. Back to center and change sides. So right hand outside of your left leg, wherever is comfortable for you. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, so keep the spine as much as you can straight in order to optimize your twisting. Push with your right hand against the left knee and observe how the shoulder will move to the left. Move the left shoulder to the right, lift your left arm up and move it to the right too. 3 breaths. And back to center. Bend your knees just a tiny bit and come up. Bend your knees. Lift your arms up. Push your thumbs back. And look a little bit higher than your eye level. Just stay there. 3 breaths. I know it's weird. I know. Straighten your legs. Lower your arms. Close your eyes. And observe the small micro movement of your body. You can maybe feel your body leaning a little bit more to the front or back, or maybe a little bit more pressure on your right or left foot. Just become aware of all those small micro differences in your body. Okay. Open your eyes. Right foot forward, left leg back. Now, first thing first, check the alignment of your feet. So check to have the outer side of your feet parallel to the long side of your mat. So if the balance is a little bit odd today, you can always move the mat close to a wall, or you can widen a bit your feet. It will be maybe easier. Hands on the waist. And now find the alignment of the hips. The hip line has to be parallel to the short side of the mat, so completely squared. Once found, you can also check visually, so you can just look at your hips. Start pushing with both feet, both big toes down on the ground. Tilt your hip forward, really slowly, take your time. Keep the spine straight. Activate your right thigh, especially. When you reach your maximum, wherever it is, still with your spine completely straight, this is the priority. Twist to the right. Push with your left hand on the right leg to twist a little bit deeper. Lift the sternum. So move the sternum forward. Roll the right arm inward, bend the elbow, slide the back of your hand to the left side of your belly. Push with the back of your hand against the belly to twist a little bit deeper. 3 breaths. And back to center. Back up. And change side. So left leg forward, right leg back. Check the alignment of your feet. Check the alignment of your hip. Start pushing with your big toes down. Keeping the spine straight. Spine straight is the priority. Because if the spine is straight, you can twist. If the spine is round, it's not a beneficial twist. So spine straight, even if it means that you have to tilt just a tiny bit, is not a problem. Hands on the waist. Keep on pushing with the big toes down. Activate your legs, especially the left thigh. Tilt your hip forward. Go to your maximum, still keeping the spine straight at the best of your capacity. When you reach your maximum with your spine straight, start twisting to the left. Put your right hand aside of your left leg. Roll the left arm inward, bend the elbow, and slide the back of your hand toward the right side of your belly. Use the 2 hands to twist a little bit deeper. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Widen your legs, hands on the waist, bend your knees and create circles with your hips along the spine. First on one side, and then on the other side. Okay. Now, right leg forward, left leg back again. But now I want you to walk a little bit back even more with your left foot, or forward with your right one. Bend your right knee and put your hands inside the right foot. If it's a little bit too demanding for today, you can lower your left knee. The idea is to keep the right knee right above the right heel and the hip as low as you can, either with your left leg bent or straight. Once that you have the best position with your left leg, lean on the right hand Push with your right foot, knee against the right shoulder. Lift the left arm up. Look up, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your left hand, lower your left knee. Now, put your left foot down on the ground completely. Move your left hand really close to the right foot. Still keeping the knee right above the heel. Now, push your hips forward. Push with your right hand against the right knee and twist. Look behind you. And relax. Now it's harder. I want you to move the right foot a little bit more toward the center of the mat. Walk a little bit forward with your foot, with your right foot, so the knee is no more right above the heel, but a little bit back. Now, I want you to move the left hand outside of your right foot. Okay. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and pushing the right hand against pushing the left hand against the right foot. I want you to twist. Look behind you, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, tabletop position. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Now lift your torso. Okay, today my dogs just keep on entering and going out again. They don't want me to finish the class in a relaxed way. So now we're gonna do it to the other side. So put your left foot forward. Push your hips forward. Check to have the left knee right above the left heel. Tuck your toes under. And if you can, straighten your right leg. If it's a little bit too demanding, just keep your knee down. It's not a problem. Now, put your hands down on the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Push with your left shoulder against the left knee. Push the left knee against the shoulder too. Lift your right arm up and move it to the left. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, down. Put your right knee down, right foot completely down. Now, put your right hand outside of your left foot. So walk a little bit forward with your left foot. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and twist. 3 breaths. Ruth, is the other, yeah, exactly, like that. Yep. Yep. Good. 3 breaths. and down. Yeah, it's interesting for both hips and the old spine. Tabletop position, create circles with the hips and upper spine, first on one side, and then on the other side. Now lower your body, belly down. Now, straighten your right arm forward, straight forward. Bend your right knee and put the right calf muscles or shin parallel to the left leg. I'm going to show you in a sort of mirror so you can see. Put your left hand kind of close to the chest. Now, start pushing with your left hand against the ground like you want to twist your torso. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Change side. So now bend your left knee. Keep the left shin parallel to the right leg. Straighten your left arm straight forward. Put your right hand really close to the chest. And there, start pushing with your right hand against the ground to twist. 3 breaths. And relax. With both hands next to the chest, push and enter again a tabletop position. Create circles with your hips along the spine. First on one side, and then on the other side. Okay. Now, lay down on the ground. Lift your feet. And bring the knees over the chest. Grab the legs under your knees. And bring it as much as you can close to the chest. Straighten really slowly your legs. The priority is still to have the knees close to the chest, not to have the legs completely straight, but to have the knees toward the chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your legs. Lower your legs completely. So feet down on the ground. Okay. Put your arms in cactus pose. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your hips. Squeeze your butt. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your hips. And bring the 2 feet together. Cross your left leg over the right one, keeping the knees close to each other. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with your right foot against the ground, lift your hips. And push with your left leg against the right one, like you want to open the legs, but it's impossible. Just stay there. And relax. Change the thrusting of your legs. left foot down. Inhale. With the exhalation, push with your left foot against the ground, lift your hips, and push the right leg against the left one. Stay there. And down. Bring the two knees over the chest and roll completely to the right. So right leg is down on the ground, left leg is right above the right one. Put your right hand outside of your left leg. Lift your left arm up. Turn your head to look at your left hand and allow the left hand to drop down over the ground behind your back. Keep on looking at your hand. 3 breaths. The end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. So with the knees toward the chest. And now roll to the left. Left leg is down on the ground. Right leg is right above the left one. Put your left hand outside of your right leg. Lift your right arm up. Turn your head to look at your right hand. And still looking at your right hand, allow the arm to drop down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center. Now, cross your left leg over the right one, keeping the knees close to each other. Lift both feet and roll completely to the right. So now you will have the left knee touching the ground. Put your right hand outside of your left knee. Keep it down on the ground. Lift your left arm up. Turn to look at your left hand. Keep on looking at your left hand and allow the arm to drop down behind your back. The priority is to have the left knee down on the ground. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Change the crossing of your legs. So now right leg over the left one. Lift the legs. Roll completely to the left. So now the right knee is down on the ground. Put your left hand down on the ground and then pushing the right knee down on the ground. Lift the right arm up. Turn your head to look at your right hand. And gently, still looking at your hand, allow the arm to drop down behind your back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to the starting position. Bring the knees over the chest. And roll right and left side. If it's a little bit too demanding for you, or it's, well, not pleasant as feeling, just stay still. Or create circles with your knees. So find a version that is more beneficial for you. Last moments. And now you can take everything you will need to be comfortable in Shavasana. If you feel tension on the lumbar spine because of all those twists, you can always put your calf muscles over a chair or a bolster. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Feel that moment. Just relax. Tvameva mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva bandhu Chasaka Tvameva Tvameva vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva sarvam Mama deva deva Tvameva sarvam Mama deva deva Tvameva sarvam Mama deva deva. Slowly start wiggling your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. So keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Thumb and index finger together with the palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground. Eyes closed, face relaxed, shoulders, arms relaxed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.